Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. So on today's video, I wanted to take you through a number of precautions that you can take against the new coronavirus during your pregnancy. So I'm currently on my 36 weeks of my pregnancy. I will be giving birth soon in a couple of weeks, so I'm trying to be as cautious as possible. So I have a number of things that I wanted to take you through. I'm actually already all geared up and I'm ready to start disinfecting my home. This is something that I have been doing every single day. The reason being is when you disinfect your house or the hotspot areas, you are potentially killing away the bacteria and the viruses, and that will prevent you from getting sick. So that's one of the things that you can do. But before I go into disinfecting my home, I'm going to take you through a number of other precautions first. Now, one of the first things that was suggested by the Prime Minister, I think this was about 2 to 3 days ago, is that you need to stay indoors. If you are pregnant, try and stay indoors. As a virologist myself, I know when it comes to viruses, there's an extensive research that has to be conducted in order to understand the virus fully. But at the moment, this is a new virus and we don't know much about it. So staying indoors is definitely one of the best things that you can do to prevent yourself from catching it from anyone that can potentially have the infection. However, if you do feel like you need to go out, even for a little bit, try and keep your distance with people, keep your hands clean, carry a hand sanitizer if you can, and also avoid touching surfaces, because many times when you touch things, you don't realize you'll end up touching your face. And obviously, if you do touch your eyes, your nose, or your mouth area, the virus can enter your system and it can make you sick. Another thing is that you can take immunity precautions. So, for instance, taking supplements that contain various vitamins like BA, vitamin B12, vitamin B6, you have vitamin C, vitamin D is meant to be a great supplement against any infections because it tends to make your immune system very strong. You can take anything that contains vitamin E, copper. I think selenium is good, folic acid is good, and a lot of like pregnant women supplements, a lot of pregnancy supplements do contain many of these ingredients, so try and get one of those if you don't have one already. I will write all of these down below in the description box just so you can take them in your supplements. Now, I know that elderberry is one of the supplements that has been known to be very good for your immunity as well. However, this is again a new virus. Little is known about the virus, but taking precautions is always good. Now, another thing is sleeping well. Sleeping well is so good because sleep deprivation can weaken your immune system and it can make you more vulnerable to infections. I remember a few months ago when we first moved into this house, we were quite stressed out. There was so much happening. We didn't really sleep very well, and I remember all of us got sick. So if you are pregnant, try and sleep well. If you haven't slept well during the nighttime, do try and have a nap in the daytime. Another thing is exercises. So physical activity is actually very good for you because it tends to remove all the toxins from your body. It also boosts up your immune system as it helps to flush out all the bacteria from your lungs, and that also decreases the chances of getting sick. I mean, if you obviously cannot go out, you can stay in and just watch something on YouTube. I know they have a lot of workout videos on YouTube. Those are really helpful, so give those a try. So another thing is a healthy diet. So a healthy diet with fruits and vegetables is great because it contains a high amount of antioxidants, and antioxidants can really boost up your immune system as well. And finally, something that I always talk about, and that is drinking enough water as well. It's so important to keep yourself as hydrated as possible. All the metabolic reactions in your body do require water, and that includes your immunity as well. So do drink lots and lots of water this time. So that's that, you guys. So now I'm gonna get started with disinfecting my home. I usually disinfect the hot spots around the house, and these are the places and the items that get touched the most. This usually takes me around 10 to 15 minutes to do because I have a list and I know where I'm gonna go next, and that is super quick and it works well for me. I will have that list underneath in the description box, so maybe that will be helpful for you as well. First thing is first, I have my things ready. So in this case, I have my microfiber and my cloth ready for clean, and I have a disinfectant here. This is just the Tesco's disinfectant spray. It's an antibacterial. Hi guys! Okay, so let's get started. So viruses have an outside coating which protects its contents. The coat is made up of proteins which can be destroyed by a soap, a detergent, or any disinfectant. Therefore, regularly cleaning surfaces will keep your home safe and clean. In this case, I do the table and I also clean the chairs as well. I open all the windows around the house. This allows all the fresh air to come into the house and release any polluted air. The fresh breeze will also help dry the disinfectant sprayed on the surfaces. I also tend to spray our study or work area as it is our common area in the household. My husband and I spend a lot of time editing videos and working there. Next, I then move on to the coffee table. I disinfect the coffee table as it's often used by everyone around the household. Then onto the TV unit where our 16-month-old tends to play there all the time and leaves her little handprints on there. Now, viruses are able to survive for as long as 24 hours. Studies have also shown that our mobile phones and tablets carry the most bacteria and viruses due to its constant use. Therefore, it's very important to frequently clean them, especially during this awful pandemic time. So while cleaning all the electronics, I also tend to clean away all the remote controls as well as the computers around the house. Doorknobs are probably the most highly touched surfaces in your home, and we don't even realize. Aside from the oils from your hand that accumulate, bacteria and viruses find their perfect environment. Therefore, it's important to regularly disinfect them. I regularly clean the kitchen surfaces because we do cook 3 meals a day and use the kitchen surfaces constantly. So I tend to do this just before I move on to my final area, which is the bathroom area. I do tend to do the bathroom twice a week, but I do disinfect the flush and the tap on a daily basis just because these are part of the hotspots of the house. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed that video and I hope that it was helpful as well. Give my video a thumbs up. It would really help my channel so much, and do subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys next time on my next video. Bye!